Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Watch out, I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist.
Ever since I blew like all on my hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, I never switch. I never switch.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On play action, Mariota. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Check that. Mike 52 right here.
Mariota on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Mariota completes it to Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
To throw is Mariota. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hollywood Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for number 18, incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing, Mariota. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 50-yard line.
Mariota now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 37-yard
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down. Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On third down, Mariota. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to float this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away. Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested. And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A first down carry for Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Mariota now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. They go play action. Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. This is caught by Williams. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing is Jackson. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Jackson on first down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New England, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye.